Welcome to Talkpoint, your trusted source for verified, balanced, and fact-based news from across the United States and around us. Former Congressman and Fox News host Trey Gowdy is making headline after saying that Democrats are in the minority for a reason. His comment came during a recent episode of Sunday Night in America, where he discussed the current political climate, voter frustration, and the key issue shaping Congress as the nation heads toward the 2026 midterm election. Gowdy, who previously served as chairman of the House Observation Committee, pointed to what he described as a clear message from voters during the last election cycle that Americans want stronger economic stability, better border security, and more accountability from Washington. According to Gowdy, the Democratic Party's recent losses in the House of Representatives reflect voter dissatisfaction with economic policy, energy cost, and inflation management. He agreed that many voters, especially independents, have shifted their priorities toward issues like affordability and safety, areas where Republicans have focused their messaging since the 2022 and 2024 election. The Republican Party currently holds a narrow majority in the U.S. House of Representatives, while Democrats retain control of the Senate by a slim margin. Political analysts say both chambers are poised for a competitive 2026 midterm cycle, with voter turnout expected to play a decisive role in who controls Congress next. Gowdy emphasized that the cost advantage is not granted, saying that Republicans must continue to earn and re-earn the public's trust. He noted that American voters are practical, not partisan, and will hold both parties accountable for their result on their lack of them. Economic data supporters the idea financial concern remain front and center of many Americans, while inflation has eased compared to its peak in 2023. Housing and energy costs remain high, putting pressure on middle class families. The US Bureau of Labor Statistics report that wage growth has improved, but household expenses continue to rise faster than incomes in several key states. Republicans have framed these economic trends as evidence of poor fiscal management under the Biden administration, arguing that expensive spending has fueled long-term debt and weakened consumer confidence. Democrats, on the other hand, defend their policy and necessary investment in infrastructure, clean energy, and healthcare, claiming that their long-term approach promotes stability and growth. Recent polling from Pew Research and Gallup shows that the electorate remains deeply divided but consistent in its priorities. Independent voters rank the economy, national security, and immigration among their top concerns, while Democratic voters emphasize healthcare access, climate policy, and education reform. Gowdy analysts highlight that many experts describe as the growing communication gap between Washington and voters. He said that Americans don't want excuse, they want leadership that works. Political observers note that his commitment among voters who frustrated with partnership with gridlock on Capitol Hill. Meanwhile, Democrats are focusing on revealing momentum before 2026. Party leaders are rallying around economic messaging that highlights job creation, manufacturing investment, and social safety programs designed to support working families. At the same time, Republicans continue emphasizing fiscal restraint, border security, and government accountability, themes that have restored with key swing voters in recent election. Analysts say that both parties face challenges ahead. Republicans must balance economic messaging with effective policy delivery, while Democrats must convince voters that their programs are producing measurable results. With narrow margin in both chambers, even small shift in democratically change the balance of power. Gowdy remarks underscore an important reality that American politics today is less about ideology and more about performance. His message reflects a recurring theme in recent years. Voters reward results, not rhetoric. As the 2026 election cycle approaches, both parties are now under pressure to prove they can deliver on their promise. From lowering cost and improving border security to creating a stronger, more stable economy. This is Talkpoint, bringing you verified news, not rumors. Stay tuned for continuing coverage for USA politics, public policy, and the issues shaping our world. And don't forget to subscribe the Tech Professional Update from Talkpoint, where truth makes